You may not know this, but Clash Royale has just added some new balance changes that may or may not impact your deck. So, without anything else, let's jump right into the video. The first balance change that I want to go over is the Furnace and the Fire Speed buff. As you can see, the Fire Speed has just received a buff of 25% to his tile range, going from 2 tiles to 2.5 tiles range. I personally think that this is a good change, especially because the Fire Speed was always getting shadowed by the other spirits. However, the Furnace would also get a buff because, well, it spawns Fire Spirits. I wouldn't be surprised to see this card using the meta, however, we'd have to wait and see. The second balance change that I will go over is the most controversial of them all, and that's the Lava Hound nerf. I don't know how Clash Royale thought of this, especially because, you will see later, some really OP cards haven't received the nerf. I do understand, however, that the Lava Hound isn't a bad card at all, and that it can be really annoying. However, compared to some other cards, this is just ridiculous. The Lava Hound will receive a 7% nerf on his damage and the Lava Pups damage. The most obvious change is the Dart Goblin nerf. Both the evolution and the base card received a nerf of 5% to their hit points. I don't really know how this will affect the meta, but it is still a good thing that they nerfed the card. Most probably this card will receive another nerf in the future, however for now it will still dominate. Now we will move to the biggest change in the meta, which is the Royal Chef. This card received a total of 4 nerfs and 2 buffs in one balance change, which, to be fair, is kinda crazy. His minimum cook frequency goes from 1/24th to 1/30th, which basically means that a pancake will now take 30 seconds to cook rather than 24 seconds. The maximum cook frequency also received a nerf from 30 seconds a pancake to 40 seconds a pancake. The heat time and the heat speed both got a nerf of 11%. Now the buffs. When one tower is destroyed, the other one will cook much faster and the HP buff threshold is going from 20% to 33% hit points. The Rune Giant is also getting 2 nerfs. The first change is meant for the splash cards like the Firecracker and the Hunter, and that means that their small bullets won't deal as much damage. Also, the secondary troops of the Ram Rider and the Goblin Giant won't deal any more damage. Fair change, to be fair. The meta will definitely look a bit different now. Probably the smallest change is for the Doctor, which will receive a 6% nerf. The monster HP goes from 2598 to 2444. I really don't know what this will change, however, I'll take it. You may be surprised, however, these are all the nerfs, meaning that the Evolution P.E.K.K.A. and the Evolution Mega Knight didn't receive any nerf. At the start of the video, I talked about the Fire Spirit buff. However, we still got 2 buffs that can actually do something. The first one, and the one that I am the most excited for as a 2.6 player, is the Musketeer buff. The 3 Musketeers, the Musketeer and the Evolution Musketeer all received a buff of 25% for their first hit time, which basically means that the card will load faster on the arena. The third and last buff is for the Evolution Giant Snowball, which really needed a buff, especially because it was really bad for a really long time. Its roll distance improves from 4 to 4.5 tiles, which will most probably make a small difference. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing and please let me know what do you think of these balance changes. See ya!